Hey guys, what's going on? In this video today, we're going to be talking about the new Havoc Demon Hunter PvP talent, Isolated Prey, and just going to go over the benefits of running this talent. I would say Isolated Prey is good if you're running in a 2v2 situation and you're playing with a healer. Usually it's going to be, if you want to chase down their healer, this would definitely, well, it'd benefit you. I-beams, 10% increased damage. You gain the extra fury from your Fel Rush, which you're using with Unbound Chaos, right? Chaos Nova, you get an extra stun. So I only see this beneficial in 2v2, just because there's one less person to deal with, and it's easier to have crowd control on one person than two people, in theory. If you want to you can run it in threes. It might just be a little bit harder to have one person by themselves, right? Because you have two other people. Yes, the person, you can drag them behind a pillar and stun them, which is how most games end anyways, by dragging someone behind a pillar and stunning them. But the odds of having one of the two extra people instead of just one person coming to save them, then it's just a higher it's a higher chance for it to like not be effective, right? And I'd say it's beneficial, and for 2v2s, I mean, it can definitely increase pressure, right, for the one person on the one person. And let's just see what it does, right? You get the extra 10% damage when you I-beam, which you're always using. You're always using your Fel Rush. And just being, let's say you Blade Dance and you're running Chaos Theory, and you just happen to get a proc, right? So your Annihilation is going to be hitting harder by 50%. So having that extra Fury, that's something that you can be using. It's an extra Annihilation, plus the 10% increased damage from your I-beam. And let's say you're trying to focus down a healer, you stun them with Fel Eruption, and yes, you have diminishing returns, but even though it's diminishing returns, your Chaos Nova will still hit one. It's still going to be longer, right, than it otherwise would be. The diminishing returns will still be there, but your stun's going to last longer. So I mean, I would say it's just pretty straightforward. I don't really know how much else to really explain it. I mean, it's meant for striking one person. It doesn't have a yard requirement, but if there's only one person there and you're only attacking one person, then I mean, it's just, it is what it is, right? I mean, there's no thinking about it or really just trying to come up with something else. It is what it is. Will you have people by themselves in a 3v3 match? Yes. Will you have people by themselves in a 2v2 match? Yes. Will you have people by themselves more often in a 2v2 than a 3v3? I would say so, yeah. Now, an exception would be is if, let's say that in a 3v3 situation, like the team's not running like a cleave comp, like a melee cleave, like a warrior enhancement shaman, warrior rep paladin enhancement shaman, stuff like that, right? Where they're constantly on top of you, and casters where they're more spread out. Could I see it working in that? Yes. But most likely, I mean, I would think one of the other casters would be somewhat nearby. So you would have to like watch your I-beam. Could you backflip, Vengeful Retreat, and Chaos Nova a healer? Yes. Because the healer will most likely be at max range and not stacked up. So it'll be beneficial there for the extra second of stun. However, I think there might be other talents that would be best suited for a 3v3 gameplay over Isolated Prey. But that's all I got for now. I mean, I'm sure there's always other opinions and points of view, but it's a nice buff for increased pressure. Demon Hunter damage overall is getting increased, right? You got Annihilation being increased by 15%. And you have Chaotic Imprint, right? Which is a 10% damage modifier. So you could potentially not run Reverse Magic and run Chaotic Imprint along with Isolated Prey in 2v2. And you'll have 20% increased damage on one target, plus any other damage modifiers you might have. A Disc Priest Wings, your Invigorating Grove if you're Night Fae and running Nia. They're your legendary, right? Your Chaos 3 legendary. There's a lot of damage modifiers, and it'll all add up, and it can all do a lot of damage. So by itself, Isolated Prey is good, but if you were to stack it with something else like a Chaotic Imprint or other damage increasing abilities from other classes, like a Sky Fury Totem from a Shaman, the Dark Wings from a Priest, it'll add up to a lot more, and you'll be putting out even more pressure. So by itself, yes, it increases pressure and damage in a 2v2. But when you combine it with other classes' abilities and some of your other talents and legendaries that you have, it can work out even more. But that's my opinion on Isolated Prey. I mean, I'm sure there's, like I said before, way more, but that's what I got for now, and that's about it. I'll go ahead and make a video on the next talent, and we'll go from there. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like my videos overall, give me a follow too. Also follow me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/junkinmyhouse. I stream every day. I stream Arena, so come by, say hi. That's all I got for now for Isolated Prey, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.